헝그리의 TV
여보세요? 나 구글 플레이 기프트 카드 생겼는데 너 영화 볼래? 선배님 이게 무슨 계획이에요?
이거 바발로 제가 교환했어요. 바발로는 뭐 치킨이라든지 문화상품권 그리고 게임 아이템까지도 교환할 수 있다고요. 배운 씨도 바발 모아서 뭐 케이크뿐만 아니라 여러 가지 아이템으로 바꿔보시는 건 어떨까요?
그럼요. 빨리 모아야겠어요, 진짜.
그쵸.
먹어볼까요?
우리 일단 케이크 있는 거부터
네.
먹을까요? 맛있겠다.
여러분 잘 보셨나요? 앞에 보신 모든 것들은 바발을 통해 구입 가능합니다. 자, 그렇다면 바발이 무엇이냐? 헝그리의 활동으로 적립 사용이 가능한 포인트를 말하는데요. 바발을 얻는 방법도 정말 다양합니다. 첫 번째, 게시판 활동을 통해 얻을 수 있습니다. 게시글이나 댓글 작성 시 일정 수의 바발이 지급되고요. 두 번째, 각종 미션을 통해 얻을 수 있습니다. 게임 미션은 물론 각종 지식인 활동이나 이벤트 참여로 바발을 획득할 수 있습니다. 바발 얻기 참 쉽죠? 자, 그럼 이렇게 모은 바발은 어떻게 할까요? 문화상품권과 게임 패시 같은 여가 활동에 필요한 아이템부터 햄버거, 치킨, 커피, 케이크 등 다양한 간식거리까지 헝그리 앱 사이트 내 헝앱샵에서 다양한 상품 구매가 가능한데요. 여러분 아직도 배고프신가요? 그렇다면 헝그리 앱 바발 많이 모으시고 푸짐한 상품 받아가세요.
헝그리의 TV 퀘스트가 막힐 땐 헝그리의 공략으로 통과! 친구들 도움으로 게임도 계속하고! 신작 게임 사전 등록하면 아이템이 팡팡! 깔아봐! 헝그리의
Good morning, everybody. It's BisuDagger on the microphone. Guess what? It's the KSL semifinals, day number 2. And actually, let me start over. Let's just introduce with, yes! This is going to be awesome, guys. It's Mind versus Hero. I think you guys are underestimating the potential of this best of 5 here. And so I'm just going to overhype it for you to compensate for your lack of faith in the fact that you think that mine will just roll over Hero. It's not going to happen, guys. ZVZ Finals. Imagine that. This grand epic stage that's been building up since the beginning of January, going to end in a ZVZ, the third ZVZ for Quanro, in Quanlings. And Qui-Gon, Quanro will win the finals. How do you guys think about that? What do you think about this portrait that I painted you? Okay, so obviously you guys all felt a little bit disturbed by the fact that Quanro would win the finals. I don't know if that's going to happen. It seemed like this bottom bracket was way stronger than the top bracket. So, I am usually casting with Amazing XKCD. Let me just throw this in here, and he will be joining shortly, I am sure. For now, he has not made any contact, so we will have to phone home. Hopefully, he will join in this cast as we continue. So, looking at this bottom half of the bracket, it was Mind, Bisu, Free, and Hero. 2 Protoss Dragons. Mind, just a Mecha Terran, and then By Hero, who is one of the best ZVPers in the world. He defeated Free, but it did not have to play Bisu. Bisu would have actually been the best player to have in the semifinals for Hero. And now he has this just mountain to climb against Mind, who it really doesn't matter who Mind plays. He can trump the Protoss card, he can trump the Zerg card. So I mean, is he an unstoppable force? But what happens when an unstoppable force meets the immovable wall that is Quanro? That's what we might see in the finals here too. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of a discussion here about the maps that we're going to see today too. So we're actually going to be starting on that famous, let's say infamous now, 4-player map Avalon. This brand new map where we still can't seem to get into the late game. Now Hero did an amazing job of basically Hydra rushing free on this map in their first matchup in the best of 3 also. So I wonder if he's going to just use the map in its terrain to his advantage to defeat Mind also. And then we're going to have La Mancha. La Mancha's a pretty solid large 4-player map, and there's a lot of really good positions you can get your siege tanks. Sometimes you can get some really nice vulture drops in with your dropships. So I think that one will definitely play out for Mind better. And the first map needs to be Hero's map. Now Demian, again, that is going to be a 3-player map, very short distances, and it's just kind of it's an odd map. It feels familiar, it feels kind of homey when you think about Destination, but still that map's been awkward, kind of like Avalon. We haven't had these standardized games that we really expect from like the next map, Fighting Spirit. And then finally we're going to get to the map Circuit Breaker. So Circuit Breaker could be the final map. It's a huge map. It's 4-player map again. So going to be very exciting if we do get to the rubber match. Alright, and listen to the announcers for just 1 second. I'll be right back, guys.
일단은 그 선수들의 얘기를 좀 들어봤을 때 조일장 선수가 굉장히 준비도 많이 해왔고 자신감이 있다라는 것을 피력을 했거든요.
예, 조일장 선수의 얼굴을 보자마자 물어봤었거든요. 오늘 어떠냐? 당당하게 자신이 있다라고 얘기를 하더라고요. 제가 생각을 했던 것은 오늘 좀 조일장 선수가 자신감을 좀 많이 잃고 나타나지 않았을까라는 생각을 했는데 꽤 많은 연습을 통해서 좀 오늘 승리에 자신감을.
All right, did I return?
그렇습니다. 말하자면은
Let's see.
상대 전적도 그렇고
How is everybody doing here? It seems like the chat's woken up. Is everybody awake? I am definitely ready to go here. I haven't even finished my first cup of coffee, and I am just reeling for this matchup. I have this sweet ass overlay on my screen. If you guys haven't noticed yet, I heard many complaints about needing an overlay, so I had to throw it in for this one, especially since it's the last semifinals and my last opportunity to throw it in there. So there you go. I don't have anything during the game. I want the main screen to look organic. It's not about me. It's about the KSL. And look at this. We're seeing that the finals is at the GOM XP Studio. And that's actually in Gangnam. So if you guys remember that song, Oppa Gangnam Style, that's literally about a city in Korea. And that's where this studio is located now. So it's going to be at the GOM XP Studio. And that's actually the new name for GOM. Some of you may remember the old schoolers that haven't watched StarCraft 2. But still remember GOM from StarCraft 1? They used to be GOM TV. And they completely shifted from the GOM TV and the old GOM TV player to now GOM XP and using YouTube channels. But of course we're seeing here that our sponsor and streamer is Azubu, where I guess there's a lot of conspiracy about dirty money coming from Azubu. No, I'm just kidding, speculation. These are our sponsors. Azubu's pretty awesome. Click on their stream so they get those extra views.
그런지 우리 박성기 선수도 전승으로 상황에 진출했거든요. 조금 섭섭하지 않을까요?
Okay, am I supposed to read the chat here? Let me see what's going on while you guys look at this interview here.
상봉이 형이랑 별개로 또 이제 어차피 이겨야 되는 거니까 상봉이 형 결승 가 있는 입장이고 전 아직 더 이겨야 되니까 뭐 상관없는 거.
I've never seen XKCD and Hero at the same place and at the same time. That's mysterious, guys.
나는 좀 잘한다. 이런 짓는 경향이 있다고 말씀을 하셨는데 이 정도라면 자신감 보이셔도.
Oh, that's gold. All right, it looks like XKCD is awake, so he will be joining in soon.
약간 못할 때가 이제 한 번씩 있는 것 같은데, 요즘은 되게 뭐 분위기도 좋고 뭐 게임 하는.
Oh, you guys so silly.
큰 문제가 없는 것 같아요 요즘에는.
I guess I need to make sure my Skype doesn't keep opening up in front of the screen like that, since it is following along the monitor. And hello, Skyline, one of our foreign TLS players.
Hey, good morning.
What's up, XKCD? There's some conspiracy going on in the chat here.
솔직히
Oh boy.
Someone claiming that you and Hero have never been on screen at the same time.
것 같아요. 준비하면서 쉽게 이기긴 힘들고. 네.
Really?
Yeah, and we're only seeing mine. So if you go quiet when Hero comes on the stream, then we'll know for sure.
이기면 한 4세트나 5세트.
Well, do you want to know a interesting fact?
가서 이기는 거
What's that?
Me and Hero both have extremely high APM, but we're both terrible players.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's poetry. Oh, but of course, XKCD can't talk again because he is using instant transmission like a Dragon Ball Z monger, just shooting all over the place. Alright, so today's a very interesting match, XKCD.
한거 아니잖아요. 뭐별 상관없는.
It is.
I briefly went over kind of what the maps were, but how exciting is it that we're going to be opening up on Avalon for the first map?
I'm super excited, man. Have you even had a TVZ on this map?
That's a good question. I will look that up. But
No, we had one. I know we had one, but
yes,
I hope it's gonna
we
be.
definitely did.
제가 기억이 잘 안 나요.
And I thought it was with Hero also.
다전제는 좀 그날 판짝이라든지
Let's see.
그런 거라.
There was a ZVZ Killer versus Larva on Avalon.
그래도 좋은 경기를
Haya versus Jaihoon.
네, 그리고 또 이벤트
I don't
경기에서
know.
이벤트 전에서 박성균 선수에게 패한 적이 있어서 준비를
Oh,
많이
man.
했다고 하셨는데
Now I'm conflicted.
어떻게 관리하는지
Oh yeah, Zero versus Mong was on Avalon.
요즘에 진짜 여러 가지 플레이를 굉장히
Oh, remember that game too? Zero went with that wonky lurker strategy that totally got trumped by that Starport opening with Mong.
Yeah.
That was a really good game by Mong.
저는 사실
And unfortunately he played a good series and got knocked out.
게임에 그러니까 성균이가
I think that if Mong actually advanced and played Quanro would have died so quickly. There's no way that Quanro would beat Mong in a best of 5. At least in my mind, I find that inconceivable.
I don't know, man. And Juano's pretty good at handling cheese.
뭐 경기 시작 전에
That's true.
많이 했는데
So mine versus Hero though. Hero, like you said, is a high APM player. He's a ZVP expert, and we really haven't seen him play too many ZVTs lately, and win them. In fact, generally that's how he loses. In the final 4 of almost every tournament lately, he's been getting knocked out early, and a lot of it's because he finally runs into a Terran player in a best of series. Because otherwise he can handle them when he's in the group stages. You know, maybe take that loss and then defeat the other 2 players to advance.
Right, that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
이기면은
So it's definitely gonna be interesting here. And then if Hero does win, and I know some people love Hero, I love Hero. I think he's a great Zerg player. I'm a huge fan. But if he advances, then he's kind of the villain of the tournament again, along with Quanro. He joins in. He's a cohort. Because now we're stuck with the ZVZ.
Quanro's not a villain. He's just a cute little Zerg who's innocent.
Okay, cute little Zerg who's innocent. You're right. He's doing his thing. He's just working down his bracket. If everybody else wants to like suck it and let Zergs advance, then fine. That's what they're giving Quanro. Okay. But then Hero is instantly villainized.
True.
Yeah. But on the other hand, mine's kind of a villain Terran also, as far as my fandom goes, because he's defeated Bisu in a pretty significant tournament in the past.
What, the MSLs?
Yeah, it was GOM TV. I don't know, 2007 season 3 or something. One of those MSLs. Broke his streak. He had to win 2 in a row and then wait 1 and then win a 3rd.
상대가 없었기 때문에
Yeah.
아마 포텐을 폭발시키지 않을까 하는 생각이 듭니다.
그렇습니다. 뭐 이제
So you
You know
feeling
what I
awake?
feel excited?
놓고 봤을 때는 사실
You know what I feel excited for right now?
What do you feel excited for?
패배하는 경우가 많았기
While we're having the KSL, we're also having the
박성균 선수의 손을 들어줄 만한 이런
ESL
경우들이
Katowice
이전에는 많았지만
last chance
이제는
qualifiers.
바뀌었고
Oh,
Like
you
playing it actually.
you totally threw me a curveball because right now also the StarCraft 2 Pro League Round 1 Finals is being played.
네, 확실히 조일장 선수가
Please, I'm talking about Counter-Strike, man.
Right.
말씀해 주신 것처럼 데이터에 입각해서 말씀드린 것은 이미
So lots of competition for the streams. The millions, no billions of esports fans around the world are just split among what they should watch. But clearly, the KSL is the event that you should be staring at right now, guys.
That is true.
You've picked correctly if you're here and you're listening to this stream.
이런 생각이 거의 맞았죠. 하지만 뭐 요새 같은 때에는 이런저런 이변들이
So let's review last week. So last week was Kronwer versus Zero, and it was a best of 5. And I almost felt like a prophet where Zero won his first 2 games on Demian and La Mancha. And then we had a total reverse kill, 3 wins in a row for Kwanro.
Yeah, so like basically Zero tried to do like this really silly build on Avalon, which could have worked in theory, but it just lost it. He basically tilted.
Yeah, it was I think that was the mental breaking moment. It's rare but sometimes you can identify the exact moment where someone's whole mentality changes in a best of series and they just start to tilt. And that was completely self-inflicted.
But like, I think like he knew that he was up 2 games, right? So he could throw away one game at least for like a chance with that kind of build, going for that 5-pool sunken rush. But I think the thing that actually messed him up was the fact that he wasn't able to play standard against Quandro ever.
Right. He struggled with that because that's sometimes when you just practice a certain way so much, it's something you can't avoid. It's just natural mechanics. You ever start up a Brood War game against a player and you're like, oh, I really want to try this new build, and then like 3 or 4 minutes into the game, you just naturally did the build order that's your go-to build order. Like say you just forge fast expand instead of going 2-gate like you wanted to try out. And you're like, God damn it, fine, I guess I'm going this.
Like DBT, I'll think about I want to go 2-hatch, practice, micro or whatever.
Right.
And I'll just go 3-hatch, like mindlessly, and I'll be like, ah.
You're like, yeah, well, sometimes you're waiting around for that extra 300 minerals to put the hatchery down, and at that point you're like, well, I needed to spend this, so I gotta throw it into a hatchery now because I didn't spend it adequately beforehand.
Oh, looks like we're about to get started, maybe?
Yeah, I think we're gonna be jumping into it. And let me make sure I switch my overlay. If you didn't see, I actually put up something spiffy for between games.
I see it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mind versus Heroes on fire.
연습량에 있어서 좀 문제가 있지 않을까 한번 물어봤었어요 조일장 선수에게. 하지만 충분히 현재 그 예전에도 그 알고 지냈던 선수들과 연습을 할 만한 환경도 되고 좋은.
So I don't know why this comment is actually pretty hilarious. They're discussing. Some people in the chat are discussing farting in the booth while you're inside there.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now.
And that's actually a legitimate concern. Especially if like
when I was a kid and they were on a playground, I was always told by other boys that girls don't fart. So I mean that's an oxymoron.
Oh look, white guy. But
it might be Caucasian Asian.
Yeah.
I know there's a meetup going up for SSFL. Guys.
Yeah, those guys are so lucky that they're so close to Korea or inside of Korea.
Oh, it wasn't Stratos saying that he's going to be at the finals live when he went there for vacation?
Who'd you say?
Stratos went to Korea actually to watch the
Oh
finals.
wow, that is awesome.
He deserves it.
발렌타인데이 때는 막 좋은데 놀러 가고 여자친구 뭐
Let's see
He's done a
here.
lot for
이렇게
Brood War.
저는 이 자리에서 외국인 분은 또 처음 보거든요.
Yeah, definitely.
몇번 오셨었어요. 그래서 이 헝그리 스튜디오
So I tried to, I suggested that they add you to the Brood War staff forum, so expect that soon.
Oh boy.
You're gonna have to become the slave.
서로 자리 잡으면 좋겠네요. 이제 뭐 말씀하신
Oh man, the SSL news post that we're coming up with, that will be coming up today, is gonna be epic. I'm so excited for it. I'm not gonna say anything else about it because there's been so much effort into it, but everybody should get hyped for that. After this, you're gonna have like 3 hours worth of reading.
방금 치어프리 지나가.
Oh, that's
Okay,
really
let's
nice.
go over predictions here. Okay, so Mind versus Hero. Let's see, with Avalon and Demian being the two of the first 3 maps, I'm gonna do 3-2 Mind.
I'm gonna go with 3-1 Mind.
3-1 Mind. Okay. But we're both predicting Mind, unfortunately, for Hero.
If only, yeah, you kind of have to because we have to keep the TVZ finals, you know.
Right. But
I don't want to watch a CBZ final.
yeah, here's my concern. This is a double-edged sword, though. If Mind advances, I feel like he'll kill Quanro and it'll be the shortest finals ever. And Quanro's gonna cheese every time. But Hero versus Quanro could be like Quanro versus Zero, and we could get a pretty exciting ZVZ finals. So think about that. Not worth it.
But if you notice the way that Quanro's been lately, he playing kind of like a sleeper agent. Like he looks like he's like a terrible player, but he's actually like getting better and better.
He is, but his ZVZ mid to late game is pretty god awful.
Yeah, but he doesn't really need to worry about that as long as he wins with just Zerglings. Like
Right.
for the CVT though, like he doesn't have to worry about like army control that much that he has to worry about for ZVZ. And plus it allows him to use Zerglings a lot because ZVZ
Right.
controls all about Zerglings in the early game.
It's kind of like Zeke in his ZVZs, but Zeke's a pretty good Mutalisk micro Zerg player. But his thing is lanes. He's so good with his Zerglings, and I guess Quanro and him can be in the same boat in that respect.
That is true, but the difference between him and Zeke is that Zeke just hasn't seemed to actually get to that higher, like that A level yet. He's still only like what, a B level on Fish. It's still pretty good though.
Yeah, I think he is around B level on Fish, but he did do really well in the COSL, and got into the final 8. So that was awesome. He lost to Modesty actually, in his a best of 3.
And that is true.
So I mean that's pretty good. He went undefeated, I think, or maybe dropped 1 map against Chinese players, something like that. So that was really good.
Can we start the games already?
I know, we were showing the booth.
Like they showed the intro, it was like, oh sweet, we're about to get started, and how they're like going back to talking. Oh, you're gonna do it now? Did I just jinx myself with that? Looks
Here
like
we
we're about
go.
to get started.
You demanded it.
Ender's game? No. Did you see the Mind's poster?
Oh, that's awesome. I love Ender's
The
Game.
last tear. I love. Me too, man. Me too.
It's Andrew Wiggin right there. And then on the left, Heroes Bean. Who's the better strategist?
First map's gonna be Avalon, boys. You ready for an
yeah.
exciting series? I'm ready.
So what do you think? Cross spawns?
I hope cross spawns actually. Cause I feel like it's gonna be like it's gonna be horizontal spawns, and we're gonna see something really cheesy,
Right.
really uneventful.
Guys, this is the Kongdoo Star League semifinals. Game 1. It's going to be Hero versus Mind.
And we're gonna have Mind in the top left with the yellow Terran, and Hero's gonna be the blue Zerg. So we're gonna have that horizontal spawn.
That horizontal spawned indeed. Guys, I am BisuDagger on the microphone. Along with me is amazing XKCD. And we welcome you to a wonderful series that we're about to experience.
That's true. So it looks like Hero's going to have the wrong scouting overload path. But it really shouldn't matter due to the nature of this map.
Right. One Ling, or if he decides to send a drone, will scout it out pretty quickly once he decides to go over to that left position here. I'm very curious to see how quick a factory Mind will go for here. I wonder if he wants to apply some early siege pressure with a few Marines mixed in, do one of those deathly pushes.
Do you think he's going to go for that kind of a play though, like at this side of this base? Like what I'm curious about is if Hero goes for a 12 hatch and Mind scouts it, like ones that say barracks expand, how fast can he actually bring a bunker up? Because I don't think the spawning pool is going to be up in time.
Right, and it looks like we are going to be seeing the 12 hatch here, so that's a good point. There is no SCV out yet, so I wonder if Mind is going to send it out after his barracks is done. See, he could also, instead of just bunkering, he could drop 2 more Raxes and apply 3 Rax pressure.
And we're going to see 2 Raxes right now.
Okay. So blindly going for a little bit more aggression here.
I think this is also a little bit of a safer choice. Because you have that backdoor natural expansion, right? So that's not really a problem for him to defend. So it's okay if he falls behind economically. You can essentially get 3 bases for free.
Definitely,
So I don't think this is that much of a deal. But the thing is, Hero scouts it now, so he knows. That's pretty good harassment on the SV, though, that drone.
Yeah, not bad. And the SCV refuses to construct at any other location here.
Ooh, 2 hatch coming out from 0.
Right, and now we see the spawning pool extractor down.
I always love it when Zergs go for 2 hatchery. Build. There's always going to be exciting, like how they control their mutalisks. And I think this is a proper choice for this map because the map is just so small that I don't think you can actually afford to delay waiting for your 3rd hatch before getting your lair.
Right. I think though that the spawn positions for Hero is unfortunate if he's going for 2 hatch. Oh, here comes the Congo line. Oh, this is going to be dire. There's no drone. There's no drone there to scout anymore. He killed it off first and immediately went to attack. Another quick game, guys. Is it going to end right here? Here comes the bunker. Here comes the bunker. He's not stopping it.
There's 4 at this side. It's 5 Zerglings on the ground, but it's 3 Marines up there. It's a sucker trying to go up, but I don't think it's going to go up.
Oh, some good micro here. He gets in. Is he going to get the Marines?
Only 1.
Oh, 1 Marine left.
Alright, so 2 Marines are in there, but...
Wow. Okay, so the 3 colonies down. It's been destroyed. And he's going to have to just give up on that hatchery down at the bottom. He's going to have to focus on this main. Lair tech is on the way, so maybe with these mutas, they can help him get out of this, contain.
Possibly, but if you're 2 hatch and you lose hatcheries that quickly, you're going to be so behind anyway, because you don't have that 3rd hatchery for making that large advantage.
Now, what
Mind's going to go for the kill.
Yeah, Mind, if he wanted to be economical, he would have sent his ICVs back. But instead, he decided he wanted to continue to go all in here. And so he's going to push real hard. These Marines are really well protected right now. But the drone's trying to get some damage done here. No more Lings left. And the bunker is about to finish.
Yeah, this is GG.
Oh, wow. So Mind being super aggressive. GG. Game number 1 going to Mind. Hey,
yeah, that was actually...
This is the second 2 Rax game in a row for Mind. he cheesed out Bisu on Avalon the same exact way.
Oh, there you have it. Well, I think, though, Hero made a mistake by delaying his sunken that long. If you're a Zerg player, right, you see a Terran go for 2 Raxes, especially if you scouted that early enough with the drone, you should already assume that Terran's going to be doing something really aggressive and cheesy. So it's okay to sacrifice the drone for the safety sunken.
Right.
If Hero had that sunken up by the time Mine brought all his SCVs and his Marines, that he would have an easier time defending it, especially when he had 6 Zerg, because it was actually pretty close in that engagement. Like, he almost got all the Marines down scaled before the bunker went up.
Yeah, it was a close engagement. I think if he got one more hit off, he would have had that last Marine, excluding reinforcements, and that would have helped out a ton. But God, that's just hard. That's really tough on this map, and that's why we really needed those cross positions for Hero to have a chance.
Right. Now I'm thinking what's going to happen to Hero now, because you open up the first game of the series, probably thinking both players are going to go for a standard bear, and then you get cheese like that.
Right.
What's going to happen to your mentality? It's a pretty crushing way to open up a series, being cheesed, especially in the first game.
Absolutely. You're already down 1. He only needs 2 more wins. You know, and Hero opening up with 2 hatch Muta, I think maybe he might try and change his game plan. You know, usually in these 1v1 series and individual tournaments, you have either coaches or players who can come into the booth and give you advice. And so what, if you could go into the booth right now, what would you be telling Hero?
What I would tell him first and foremost is just take it one game at a time. Remember, next map is Demian. You already beat him. You already beat the Terran player before in Demian, so
no, next map's La Mancha.
No problem. Mancha? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, La Mancha is gonna be favored for Hero because Hero wants to get to the late game. Like that's where one of his strong points come out.
Right. Yeah, I think with La Mancha, that's a map he's played on for a considerable amount of time. It's been around for many years, so he should feel more at home on that map. But I think I would tell him to open up, make sure he gets a spawning pool really early. You know, stay safe. Don't play too heavy economically early on, and make sure you can just survive.
Actually, I would tell him to actually be greedy in the opening because Mine's probably going to play a more standard game on La Mancha. The map's just way bigger than Demian is or Avalon is, so it's not like Mine can do like another two barracks aggressive build.
Although I think there is some points in the middle of the map that you could build your barracks. I completely agree. It's definitely because it's a larger map and it's 4 spawn that Mind will have to take this game a little bit more straight up. But still, I think Hero needs to make sure he gets his overlords in a lot of those key positions. Continues to constantly scout Mind because he may, once he gets up towards that mid game, what kind of strategies could Mind roll out with? He doesn't have to go for the standard mech, tank strategies. He could go for the air. He could go for wraiths. I don't know if Mind wants to play tricky going forward here, the same way he has been able to play against both Hero and Bisu.
But from the last time that we've seen Mind play TVZ, like from other series, like you'll try to end it before it gets too late. It seems like, in my opinion.
Right.
So, like, he went for that, like, I'm not sure which Zerg he played against in the KSL, but he went for that very cheesy, like, 9-minute push without the vessel.
Right. And that turned out...
It turned out really well, but even though in theory that's a bad idea, because you kind of need that vessel by that time already.
Yeah.
Zerg in theory should have that defiler, or at least have enough defense units.
Alright, it looks like last Terran Mind is going to be fighting against Hero in just a second here. Guys, thank you for watching the Kongdoo Starz League with us. This is the semifinals, a TVZ Hero versus Mind, game number 2, about to start on La Mancha.
Remember, the winner does get to play Kongdoo in the finals. So here we go. We're about to get started. Ooh, cross bombs. All right.
뭐 그새
Alright, I am like 2 seconds behind you.
Alright, so it looks like they're going to keep the same color. So mine's going to be the yellow Terran again in the bottom right, and Hero's going to be the blue Zerg in the top left.
반갑하고 외국에서 오신 분도 계신데. 네.
Awesome. These cross spawns, I think that's the best case scenario right now
시작하냐라고 조일장 선수가 박성균 선수가 조인하지 않았을 때
for a hero.
그 얘기는 박성균 좀 빨리 들어오게끔 얘기해달라라는.
Ooh, I like the Hero's already doing the larva trick. He's trying to squeeze out
터들어갈 수도 없고 말이죠.
as much economy as he can.
Right.
그러니까요. 문 열고 들어가가지고
후려칠 수도 없는 내용 노리시고.
Well, I guess you know, mine's not gonna get a scout out on Hero very quickly here with these cross spawns, and I don't know if that's gonna matter too much. He probably has his game plan already laid out for what he wants to do with his opening. How quickly do you think he's gonna go for his command center? A 14cc? What do you think?
I'm thinking of 14cc.
또 현장을 찾아주셔서 저희는 든든합니다.
그렇습니다. 외롭지 않아요.
I mean, it wouldn't really hurt because he knows that Hero's going to go for a 12 hat.
Right.
And it looks like Hero is going to go for another 12 hat. So, and there we have mine signing out the SCV.
어쨌든 스코어
And that looks like that's going to be a bunker. So, sorry, not a barracks. My bad. So it looks like mine's just going to do a standard one barracks play. And looks like Hero's going to send out his drone right now for scouting. So it's going to be pretty late scouts for both players. So, is there still? Oh, okay, there goes the hat trick.
스스로 자신의 어떤 그 공격, 그러니까 경기 스타일을 좀 바꿨거든요.
Alright, I got my stream caught up.
좀 정찰에 열을
I have to actually run at 480p for the stream to be at the right speed. I was on a source.
The beauty of Brood War is that no matter what resolution you play, the game still looks good.
Exactly, it doesn't look any different, so... Although I think the mini-map is slightly off. Let me see if I can raise this up a little bit
역시
here.
그 우승자다운 그런 또 심리전이었던 것 같아요. 이런 경험이 많다 나는 스스로 상대방의
it looks like-
압박감을 느끼게 만드는 것도 아닌 것 같습니다.
So mine has that SMES in the natural, so you gotta put that command center down pretty soon when he has the 400 minerals for it.
Right.
다전제 승부가 조일장
The first Marine's not out for mine.
때문에
So he's gonna stop the ooh.
Oh, the drone! Oh, that's the worst collision point for that drone, running right into it. I mean, it must have had its blinders on. Do you think that drone was texting while it was driving?
Probably.
I mean, that's the number one cause for drone accidents is drone texting. It's actually quite a problem for Zerg these days.
That is true.
So we see the gas going up inside the natural base here. The SUV is going to get all this just glorious information here.
But I don't think it really matters if Hero didn't get a drone. He saw the command center and he saw the one Marine only, so he knows that mine's playing like a standard build.
Right.
Even if mine went for an early refinery, which looks like he is doing right now, it's still going to be a bio-oriented build.
This is interesting, though. A lot of Marines being sent over, and 3 of them in total. And Mind has to be very careful. He's actually still sending Marines here. So if any of these get picked off, it's gonna weaken Mind a lot. But maybe he's gonna put a bunker down or something. He's being really aggressive here.
The purpose of this is to force Hero to make lings instead of drones. Like, this is not really done with the intent to kill.
Right.
This is done with the intent to stall Hero's economy.
Oh, and he actually pulled back his Marines now, too. Maybe he
Right,
frightened
like-
Hero enough. Let's see how many lings are going to pop out from these larva eggs.
Yeah, it looks like he already produced an extra 4 lings that he didn't have to produce. Like, you'll see Haya do this a lot, actually. Like, a lot of Terrans started doing this recently, where they'll just send, like, 5 Marines over at a time.
Right.
They tend to try to force a sunken or force extra wings.
Yeah, Hai's
Normally
actually
the pass.
extremely efficient at doing that. I think that's like a staple of his TVZ openings.
Right. And I mean, what's the negative effects for Terran? It's not like if Zerg was going to go for like a all-in Zergling build, at least you're going to kill off a couple Zerglings, right? And you'll have time to prepare it. But if Zerg doesn't, then you might have a chance to kill a bunch of drones right away.
Right, and you generally can just camp and repair a bunker inside of your natural base, and you'll have enough Marines to build that. So, okay, it looks like with the Hydralisk Den coming down, could turn into a lurker build.
I think it's going to be a lurker build because Hero already threw down the evolution chamber and his natural. Oh, that SCV's going to see it.
Oh my god, this is going to be huge right now. Wait, the SCV's kind of taking its time. It's teasing us. It's teasing us.
No, it's trying to... Oh, now it sees it.
Wow.
Oh, that is a huge mistake from Hero. Letting that SCV into his main base.
You know, and sometimes I know this is, you don't want to overthink your trickiness, but if you drop down a Spire and then cancel it after you've killed off a scouting SCV, sometimes it can trick your opponent, but it was too late to have a Spire just in the morphing stages anyway.
Right. And looks like mine was trying to find that Spire, but he didn't see it at that third hatchery. So
Right.
it looks like mine could throw down an early factory, which is the proper response to it. You need to get tanked as soon as fast as possible, no matter what, against workers this early.
And it's going to prompt this push out, knowing that he doesn't have to deal with mutas. There's not going to be any harassment as he makes it towards the natural base. And it's probably going to force a lot of Hydras here to help defend.
I don't know if one sunken's going to do it.
Oh, this is going to be tough. There are a decent amount of Lings, but they ran in way too early here. That was actually a really bad move. Oh, some Lings in the background, though. Thank goodness for reinforcements for Hero.
Well, I don't think it's going to be enough.
Wow.
Two medics who can do a lot of damage.
Wow, what a perfect push for Mind. Realizing how weak he would be right now without those Mutalisks. Oh, no, Firebat's coming. Oh, this is going to be the moment right here. Our third base is down for Hero. He might be able to survive this, but he is behind economically.
Right.
That Firebat shot was so strong. Remember, the factory for Mind is going to be finished shortly here, so he can either add in Vultures very quickly or go for a tank. But there is no mining at his natural, and this is not a position you want to be in right now as a Zerg player.
And looks like Lurker Protector still didn't finish yet for Hero.
Wow, and losing that Overlord, so key that Hero takes care of all of his units. Getting supply blocked is something that would make things even more worse. So Lurker is done, and the scan goes up. He needs to defend against this scan, but unfortunately he loses that Lurker.
Yeah, mine already has +1 for his units, so they can do. They're really strong right now.
Wow.
One Lurker's not going to do it.
Oh, two Lurkers going to come down, though. Another huge scan comes off, but immediately picked off really good micro from Mind.
That is fantastic, Michael. Keeping that Marine alive as long as possible right there.
That is insane. Oh, it looks like those Marines will go to Valhalla. Don't you know what the future religion is for the Terran? It's Norse, obviously.
Yeah, clearly.
Oh, and he knows where the third is. Oh no, Hero, poor guy. He's definitely gonna lose this one very quickly too. GG.
Yeah, that was a pretty sloppy play from Hero, letting that SCV into his main base, especially when he had a bunch of Zerglings that are ready from being forced to play it safe.
That was
by
awful.
early poke.
You know what Hero's thinking is that he wins all his game with Hydra Bus against Protoss, and he just wanted to do the same thing. Oh man, he better buckle down or else we're going to be done in just one short commercial break.
Well, personally I'm okay with that, because I got Counter-Strike to watch right after.
Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame.
But I'm on the Counter-Strike staff, so I have to watch it.
Oh, absolutely. It's mandatory. Wow. Okay, so we both knew Hero was going to lose to Mind, but this bad?
Not this sloppy.
Wow. But
Especially
Mind,
for a round of 4.
I think that how easily Mind won that game really took away his brilliance. It shows how well he was able to respond to a different build. You know, seeing that the Spire wasn't done and had the exact amount of units to just go ahead and say, well, that's what you're doing? I'm going to shove all these Marines towards you and just end it now. I don't know why Hero didn't immediately put down more than one Sunken. Imagine if he had 2 Sunkens finished when that Marine push happened, he would have actually survived. Maybe a little bit of economic damage, but it would have given his second group of Lings just enough time to come back in and have a full engagement.
Right. And the other thing I want to take note of is if you see Mind already pushing out that early, any Terran pushing out that early, only having 1 Sunken is risky. Like, at least having a second Sunken would at least ensure that you have that Sunken to medic ratio. That
Right.
1-to-1 ratio.
Wow. And now we're going to be on Demian, the 3-player map, the new map again. And I thought these new maps were going to be helpful to him, but it seems like Mind, he definitely has the strategies on these maps.
Alright, and in that last game on La Mancha, it didn't seem like Mind particularly did anything like... I don't think he actually did anything particularly special. Like, he just played a standard TVZ game. He went for that +1 attack early on in response to that 3 hatch. He did that early poke with Marines, 3 standard. It just seems like Hero doesn't really know what he's doing, or at least know how to play the proper DVT.
Now, Mind played Killer on Demian in Group B in the round of 16 stage. Do you remember what that game was like?
Yeah, that was the game where we talked about why Mind would push out without vessels, and it just works. He made it work.
Oh, okay, right. Well, wow. Okay, so playing standard would have been the best advice here. Getting a Spire and actually using Mutas would have at least allowed Hero to survive longer than going for that Lurker build.
Right, and it also allowed him to put him to harass Mind as well. At least, at the very least, get him to hive.
Right. And it's not like Hero's bad at Mutamicro. I mean, he's competent.
He is pretty good at Mutamicro. At least he's definitely better than Quandro.
Right. So he would have been okay, I feel like, but man, mine is just reading this best of series like a book and making it look too easy for him.
Oh, what a beautiful name.
Someone says the audience looks so disappointed. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a pretty disappointing game for round of 4 if you're looking for like top tier play.
Well, I must say to you, XKCD, happy Valentine's Day to you, and to the rest of the world, happy Valentine's Day to you guys also.
Well, happy Valentine's Day to you.
Well, thank you.
I'll be sitting here home alone. My
Oh,
daughter, I guess.
XKCD, will you be my caster Valentine?
Sure, I will be.
Yay!
If only for a short time now. Well, Hero goes for like the magic three game run back.
I know, seriously. After this, I gotta go out and get my presents for the fiance.
And just like the rest of my Counter-Strike predictions, I'm already wrong. Again.
Yeah.
COG's winning the first game already against Gamers 2.
Oh, man. Well, it's alright. Liquidbet hasn't been treating me well, so...
I've been actually doing pretty well in Liquidbet.
I finally got into the top 100, though, so I'm happy. I thought
That's
I
nice.
climbed my way back up. Yeah, I'm ranked 78 right now. A lot of StarCraft 2 guys dropped off.
Let me check my rank.
Yeah, like Zombie Grub had a nosedive and is sitting at 23 now.
I'm ranked 27. I used to be like 210 now. Yo, I'm climbing my way up too. I'm only
Oh, nice. Sitting at 27. Cool. Let's see. And I'm sorry, Zombie Grove dropped down to place 63 from top 10. Let's see. Who else is around? Around me at the 78th spot at 76 is Dark Plasma Ball. Sitting in
and
there.
Snowman.
Art of Turtle.
Oh, you gotta be Snowman. You can't let him get ahead of you quite like that.
No, you gotta defend it. Dark Horse is sitting at 96. Probe Micro is at number 4. Not bad.
Good for him. Not bad.
Congratulations, Pro Micro.
There you are. But the first name I recognize, and I was Pro Michael, Club Fan, and then Tree Hugger.
Right.
I don't really know until we get to like Gurge.
Hey, but it's a good thing that there are names on there that we don't know. You know, gotta get the newcomers coming in and participating here.
That is true.
Yeah, we're averaging about 700 votes per liquid bet or something. That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
I'm looking at the Haya versus Mong matchup here, and that was in the SSL guys. He got Haya got 422 votes to 209 votes of Mong.
I voted Mong. That should have been easy 3-0 for Mong.
Oh yeah, and it was a pretty easy 3-1, but yeah, I voted Mong also.
I thought those games were actually pretty good, even though it kind of seemed lopsided.
Right. Man, Zero totally ruined my winning streak, though. I mean, I had a bet wrong since
Well, I voted. I
BC versus
voted
mine.
Quanro.
Did you?
I voted for Quanro. Yeah.
Oh, you are a horrible man.
I am not a horrible man voting for the cutest surrogate in the history of Korea. It's a battle of cute surrogates, you know? But Quanro beats Hero on that.
Right.
And Zero. Both of them, actually.
Someone said, what the hell is that procrastination? Hey, you know what? I treated the lady to a steak dinner last night. I grilled it myself, put it together, had some bubbly. That costs a lot of money on its own. Let's not discount that. But I'm gonna go out and get some
Steak
flowers.
is expensive, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't afford steak, you know?
Hey, but cooking it yourself is a lot cheaper than buying it.
That is true. But you still gotta pay for a good steak cut from the butcher.
Mm-hmm.
That's expensive.
Yes, but it's worth it to have a good steak every once in a while. But I did have my first what was that, $30-40 meal.
Wow,
But
that's expensive.
yeah, that was last month when I did the proposal. She's like, should we spend this much money? I'm like, yeah, we only have to do this once.
When is that Liquipedia announcement coming? I never said anything about us getting one yet. That's a secret. You're not supposed to know about that.
Say that again?
Counter-Strike Liquipedia. That's a secret.
When is Liquipedia coming? I gotcha.
We'll let you know if it happens. We'll let you know.
Right.
And that's all I'm allowed to say about it.
Yeah, there has to be enough of a demand, really, which is one of the things that gets mulled over in the staff forums, is how many people are really coming to Team Liquid when we're late to the scene, and kind of like Heroes of the Storm, even though that's been around, and that's a fairly new one. Team Liquid and Curse joined forces. In HeroesFire.com gets like all their information from Curse players and has all the builds and like really nice setup there. So why would Heroes of the Storm get their own Liquipedia if Heroes of the Fire already gets it done and is a collaborate with Team Liquid anyway? So
right.
I mean, there's a lot going there, and Curse. I don't know if Curse has a website for their Counter-Strike team. Do they?
Well, Curse Counter-Strike team is Team Liquid.
Yeah, well, it's a combination again. So I mean, if Curse already has a website where there's a lot of information on the game, then no, they don't.
Like
Okay.
The big website for Counter-Strike is basically Fragbite, or HLTV.
Or Reddit.
And I don't think Reddit's really considered a website. It's just a news aggregation.
Right.
That's like for actual news. Like, you wouldn't go to Reddit. You go to Reddit to find the news, and then you go to the actual news post. Like, that's where we're trying to compete with right now is compete with HLTV.
Right.
Which has actually been a problem for us because we don't really have the contacts within the esports community. Like, we have to kind of get our news from them for now at least.
So you're just plagiarizing? Is that what you're doing?
Not really plagiarizing. It's like, so HLTV will get like the heads up of news. Let's say a team changes roster or a new sponsor gets signed.
Right.
They don't know about it before and then release at the same time the official team announcement comes out. But then we'll try to catch it as soon as we can. But we'll be like maybe 7 or 10 minutes late because of that. And we're trying to quickly make the post. I don't think it's really that bad though.
Yeah.
Like, our major advantage is that every single contract form is pure shit in terms of moderation and the quality of posting. So we have that going for us, at least. Hopefully.
Oh my God. Okay, someone says I missed all the games from this tour up till now. How did Quanro go to the finals? Well, you're watching it right now. If you're watching the stream, this is Quanro versus Killer, and he won a ZVZ, and then he played versus Zero, and he won another ZVZ, and then he cheesed Bisu to win his ZVP.
Did Quanro even have a ZVT match? Or has it just been like ZVZ and ZVP all the way?
It's ZVZ and ZVP. He has not played a Terran yet.
Man, he's been lucky.
Yeah, Mind has had a relatively challenging path to get to where he is compared to Quanro.
That is true.
So I had a prophecy last night, XKCD.
Oh, really? What is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, right before I woke up to cast this event, like right before my alarm went off, you know, like Inception style, where dreams are extremely long but only last seconds. Well,
yeah.
I was in my head dreaming, and we were at a live Brood War event, like as if it was MLG, and we were walking into the stadium to cast. And we were just in our regular clothes, and we walk up, we sit at the table, and all of a sudden people from the stands, they start coming over to get our autographs. And like I'm signing my normal name and not my Team Liquid name. And it was funny because the first thing I thought when I woke up was, why didn't I sign BisuDagger instead of Patrick? But then I was like, oh, this is the dream. This is it, XKCD. We're doing it. We're going big. So our future is upon us.
Well, as long as the plane tickets are free, I'd be willing to do it.
Right.
But that's my biggest problem. Plane tickets. Plane tickets and hotel fees. I can at least provide for the food myself. That makes you at least enough money to pay for food.
Right. Hey, I know how college life is. This is like my first year where I'm living as a person who has money.
Yeah, it must feel real nice.
It feels very relieving. But it's okay. College years are some of the best.
That is true. SSL 11. You really want us to cast that here? Wow. That's a lot of games for SSL.
SSL 11. Oh, well, we're at SSL 10, right? Yeah.
And finals are tomorrow, actually.
Maybe we'll have to combine with Sail and have a 3-caster situation going on.
경기가 좀 끝나고 있어서
Or we could do like the same setup that the Koreans do, where you have the hype caster and then you got the, at least the two hype casters, and you got the
Right. So like Sale, what we'll do is get on TeamSpeak, and Sale will cast the game normally as he always does, and then while he's casting, we'll just like scream over him excitedly as much as we can.
in Korean fashion.
Right. every time we see an ability, we have to just scream it as loud as possible. Like if a medic starts healing a marine, be like, "Heal, heal, heal!"
I'd be a bit worried about getting kicked out of my apartment complex for waking up people at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, I'll get kicked out of this house so quick.
I don't think your girlfriend would appreciate that.
Yeah.
Or at least that would be yelling to like random terrible impersonations of Korean.
Well, I'm in a perfect position here because one, after I get married, what's she gonna do? Kick me out of the bedroom so I sleep on the couch? Well, I'm already in the office casting StarCraft in the middle of the night anyway. Perfect.
Well, see, the problem with us casting SSL, that the games are during the weekday. So I already have a hard time waking up on time at weekends.
Right, that's why I really like the KSL though. Even though the hours are early in the morning, it's so out of the way of anything else that it's perfect.
Right.
예, 1세트에서는 여파가 2세트까지 이어졌는데 과연 3세트까지 이어질지는 좀 봐야 되겠습니다만.
Let's see here. Man, Hero looks so depressed. His mouse is lonely. That's the loneliest mouse in the world right now.
Yep, just stare in his eyes too.
Oh my god.
Stare.
Or maybe he was on Facebook staring at the long lost love of his life. Guys, I am BisuDagger, along with me, XKCD. We welcome you to the Kongdoo Star League semifinals. This is the second series. It's Hero versus Mind. We're going to be watching game number 3. Can Hero hold on and get one game in this series? We enter on Demian in just a few seconds.
One is going to be the same colors again for the players. Wow.
Oh, vertical spawns.
So mine's going to be the orange there instead of yellow this time around, but Hero's still blue. He's still a blue Zerg.
Still blue, like his mood. Do you remember mood rings? Like, I grew up with 4 sisters, so I had mood rings in my household.
I never had mood rings. I thought those were a sham.
Yeah. Well, my mood ring told me that I had anger issues. It was always red. That, or I'm a kid who just like radiated a ton of heat from my hands.
Oh yeah, the sweaty hands.
The sweaty hands. Oh god, it's nothing more disgusting than shaking someone's hand and feeling like you immediately need to wash it because it's drenched. Oh god, look at this.
Oh my goodness.
It looks like Mind is going to be aggressive again. There is a barracks sitting outside of his natural base. And guys, this is going to end very quickly for
He already started out a second SCV.
right.
Actually, no, this actually isn't that bad.
Oh, barracks supply depot.
No, this actually isn't that bad though, because even if Hero defends it, Mine still gets to lift off and wall off natural with it, so you can kind of go for that easy SimCity.
Right. So really good for Mind so far. And I mean, if he does turn this into a cheese and wins really early, can we start discussing the possibility that Mind is actually Quanro? They're synonymous.
Oh boy, the game of 2 cheesers, which cheese will work?
Right.
I think Zerg cheese beats Terran cheese regardless. Because the high Zerg count, you can't really compare with the Terran player that early on.
Right.
So
Well,
it looks like Hero's going to go for again another 2-hatch build.
wow, and the SCV is scouted correctly. How lucky is this?
It's fantastic for Hero, it's just for, at least for Mine. And Mine's already sent down Marines.
The Marines are on their way. This is going to be a really clutch situation here. 3 Marines are out, you can see. Oh my goodness. How is this going to end? He's going to bunker. He's going to do it. Hero knows he needs to dedicate everything he can to winning this game. And he's going to lose that Overlord. This is actually really, really, really big.
He's not going to lose it because he doesn't have time to kill him.
Okay, he's not focusing on that Overlord. Thank God the drones do get pulled. But he does get inside the bunker. Wisely killing off the SCVs. But where's he going? Counterattack?
What is this?
Oh no, Hero lost. I don't know that he can win with this. He's just gonna end up chasing Marines. Wow, I guess he really wanted to kill off the reinforcements.
The stupidest thing you could have done. That was the worst response ever.
Right.
Because that first bunker is not even the range of the hatchet and ashles, so you can let that go up. But you cannot let that second bunker go up. And that's where you have all your drones.
Wow. And he should have been able to build a sunken. And he would have had the minerals from all the mining. God, focus down the SCVs. Hero.
He survived, but he's so behind now because of that
Oh,
really
so far
decision.
behind. Lost so many drones here. And this is just a terrible situation.
And Mine's still trying to kill him.
Right.
Mine himself doesn't really have a command center up yet, so not necessarily that bad, but it's still a dire situation for Hero. He should have enough Zerglings now to kill off both bunkers. Oh, there we go. There's the command center now. Interesting wall-off coming out from mine, though. That second by Dakota at the natural. What do you think about that?
Well, there's a lot of lings here, and there is no second bunker, but there's going to be a command center at the natural, and 2 CCs is going to just be really high economy for mine. I mean, I'm just happy to see that Hero was able to survive this long. That'd be so demoralizing.
Oh, I see what he was trying to do. He was waiting for speed.
Right, yeah, now with the speedlings done, and I was wondering how quickly he was going to try and go for speed, because he didn't have any drones on the gas, but I think he got just enough and pulled them back over to the mineral line. So this is really hard infrastructure to penetrate.
I wonder if that wall's link tight. Because it looks like it shouldn't be link tight.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, so he does get one of the Marines. He's going to need to get one more here to be able to get through that wall.
I think Hero could actually go for it. Because he has enough Zerglings to quickly throw out that bunker and kill it right away before the SCVs have time to respond, even at the natural.
Right, so
like 10 links there.
So Hero is droning up now. He realizes, he thinks that he has enough lings at least to apply pressure at the front, but I don't know if Hero believes he can bust through. I don't believe he's going to be able to bust through. He does have this really threatening ling count though, and as soon as an opportunity opens up, he's going to run those lings in and just backstab Mind. That's the best case scenario for him right now.
That's true, but the thing is, Hero has no tech. Like, Mind's already getting up to his engineering bay. He already has his scans coming up with the stim. And Hero doesn't even start his lair yet.
Why even bother going for this heavy bio like that he's going for? Why not throw down a starport? There is no air. He could have the starport down pretty quickly and be going to rates.
Because what Mind's probably thinking is that Hero's still going to go for that all-in 2 hash build.
Right.
Right. He already saw that, so, and it looks like Hero already completely went 180 degrees and decided to go for a 3rd hatchery first.
Oh man, that was a huge defense right there for Mind. But here comes the backstab that we were talking about. He needs to get a lot of damage here, and picking off the firebat first was a really good idea. Oh, I don't know if he can kill off that last firebat without losing those lings though.
Right,
Just
so
push.
There's 2 Sunkins up though. So Hero did something right this time. Mine can't push it today. There's only 1 medic.
No, not at all.
Meanwhile, these Zerglings are still doing a lot of damage, actually.
Yeah, if not killing off SCVs, they are picking off reinforcements at least.
Okay, it's all the lanes go down.
Not enough economic damage there, but Hero's still able to manage this game effectively. And it looks like he's going to be sending some more lings to backstab here when he gets the opportunity. But that's going to leave him defenseless at home. Remember, there are repercussions for sending out these lings. Oh, he's going to run right in. He loses one right away. And this is actually keeping Mind back. He's not going to be able to reinforce this push right away. Instead, he's going to be chasing down that small militia of lings.
What I think Hero should do is actually kill off that small group in front of his natural. At least to have that peace of mind. But now he knows where all of Mind's units are. And he can't let them join up together. Once these 2 forces join up together, then they got like their power like triples or
right.
triples.
It's like
the firepower.
It's like individual strands of rope, and then you twine them together. Just going to be super strong.
I'm liking this idea that Hero has with the multiple Sunkins. But he can play this DVT the way Zero does it. Even though you're going to be behind, at least you can get to the late game, you'll have a chance. Oh,
yeah, but this is too strong right here. Going to immediately go down. Those drones are getting a quick enough surround. Okay, did he trap them in here? Wow! How did Hero do that? I think that was some really bad focus fire.
Did Hero even lose a single drone in there?
Maybe one.
That's pretty good.
That was
and now
impressive.
Back, and the chasing Zergling is not going to be able to kill off the rest of these units here.
Oh my goodness! Mine's actually turning around to attack Stims up, and I think Mind really screwed up because he tried to attack all 4 Sunkins at once instead of focusing down 1 or 2 at a time.
Right.
It's kind of like he crippled himself by having such a beautiful spread with his bio. It's really odd.
Yeah, but what it does is that at least he'll be safe for now because he has all these turrets going up, like the big turret ring that he's building. So I think he saw the action, and now he has his vessels coming out pretty soon too. The science facility being built right now. So mine is still in really good shape right now.
I think a Hero, he did go for Mutas, and this really sucks because it's playing into Mind's hand. Just Mind absolutely predicted that Mutas were going to come, and he's got all the turrets prepared. I mean, that is a ton of Mutas, regardless. But there's so many turrets here, and it's going to completely mitigate any of this army. So no economic damage can be done. And Hero needs to realize he needs to have a he needs to get another expansion and start propelling himself into the later game.
Right. So good Michael coming off of Hero though. He gets a couple shots off on that Marine Force. So there's the Hydras out. So Lurkers are going to be out pretty soon. Queen's Nest going down. So at least we'll hopefully see Zero get the Hive. And there's that third hatchery.
Absolutely.
Talking about it.
So with the Queen's Nest wrapping up soon, he will immediately go for Hive. You know, he's gonna just be spamming that H button. And there's a small weakness here in this natural, but still, I think it's fruitless for these Mutas to be taking these shots.
Nah, I think that's actually pretty good for Hero.
He did get one SCV, but he just can't afford to lose any army, I feel like.
It's not about the army, it's about the fact that you keep in Mind behind in his base. Like, as long as he's doing some damage, like, Mind is not really pushing out, right?
Right.
Now he's starting to push out. Like, he could have been pushing out at least 30 seconds earlier, but if these Mutas doing a lot of havoc the way they are, now that Hero has Mutas and Zerglings.
Yeah, this is actually looking really good, and as we saw the Hydras come out, and Lurker Tech should be done very shortly too. If he can get a couple of those Hydras across the map in time, then he should be able to defend. That's a huge group of Marines, and look at all those tanks.
4 tanks already. Oh my goodness. This is the death push right now. Mind just groups up, everything together, and goes for it. I don't think Hero could even survive. Even if he knows about it.
That's a rather odd bunker at the front there. I understand why he's putting it there to be defensive, but I don't know if that bunker is going to be utilized at all.
Oh, ooh.
Okay, it looks like Hero is applying pressure across this bridge here, but these tanks are going to be way too powerful. The Science Vessel is out, and
Fighter Mine's going down.
yeah, we need to see that Dark Swarm come out. It is going to be so clutch here, and a couple scores need to be made. Wow, Critical Guardians! This is going Modesty style.
I wonder if this can be defensive Guardians or offensive Guardians.
I mean, right now they need to be defensive Guardians because that is a huge force. And how else can he deal with those tanks? He needs to be able to outrange the Marines, but still be able to hit the tanks. That's the difficult point here. Unless he's able to take out that Science Vessel.
Getting that Science Vessel off with this Scourge hit's going to be important right now. But the way that Hero's been laying out his sunken, that he should have a Defiler up by the time the tanks start getting to sieging his hatchery. So I think Hero should, in theory, actually survive this.
This is very tense indeed, though. This is such a critical moment for Hero. Every single bit of his APM actually needs to go into efficiency.
Alright, where's the consume? He needs to consume. He needs to consume. Consume.
Okay, get your Nomons, Defiler.
A little poke at the from behind, but it's not really going to do anything at all.
Right, I think he's just trying to tense mind out, drag that Science Vessel back.
There's Consume. There we go. Here we go. Where's the
Okay, so Consume is ready to go. The Defiler, Dark Swarm is going to come out. It's going to mitigate those Marines, and the push is going to happen. Oh my God, he's getting the tanks. The Lings are on the tanks.
You got one tank so far. Ooh, look at this. I said he units to the third.
Wow.
Here is nothing.
Nothing to defend the third. This is going to be huge. The Nidus Canal is there. It's done. What's he going to do? He's got the Mutas. He's got Mutas hidden.
Oh, he lost his third.
Oh, he's coming in here with the Mutas and the Lings. He's going to defend this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Hero. Hold on here. It looks like the Marines are so close to going down. Using the drones just mixed in here. Just slightly not enough. 1-1 on the Marines. +1 armor, +1 attack. More bioforces without medics. Just pure Marine force heading towards that natural. And the Nidus was sniped down, so nothing can reinforce at the third. Units need to bust out right now. And Mine's packing it up and going home. He's leaving the natural unoffended.
He can't push anymore. Dark Swarm. At least for now. Oh, there's some Zergons sent out for Hero. And there's the two Lurkers.
The Lurkers come in. They're going to try and save the day here. This is going to be really close again. The Nidus Canal finishes up. And fortunately, Nidus Canals do construct pretty quickly. They're both irradiated, though. So that's going to really suck as the Lurker health is going to dive really quickly. And all the forces pushing towards the third. This is the best thing that Mine can do.
Right, so now Hero needs to defend it with his defilers he has. He's going to have to keep send everything to that Nidus Canal because Mine's just walking up freely his ramp.
Right.
Something that should never happen.
Hero needs to pack his drones up, put him inside the Nidus Canal if he's going to lose this base, and expand behind it. But a lot of Lurkers were just brought in here. There's no Defiler, and the units are only coming out so fast right now. He needs them to come in quicker.
Oh, there's a Defiler.
Oh, now the Dark Swarm does come down. These tanks, they're going to die very quickly to these Lurkers.
Hero's forced to consume is actually his own drone in order to have the second Dark Swarm up.
Yeah, well, he was going to lose them anyway. A brilliant move by Mine to push the bioforces behind the mineral line and focus down the units here.
Oh, you're going to get that Nidus Canal again.
Oh, such genius play. He should have just brought his drones back to home and taken a third at a different location.
I think that third location is fine, though. It's just not having that Lurkers at the ramp, at the top of the ramp initially.
Is Mind out of
That's what-
scans?
I think so.
Oh my goodness, that's the huge
But Mind-
disadvantage of only having two command centers right now. He did lose his scans and there's no science vessel.
예, 말씀드렸다시피
But he does have like 7 new science vessels. And now he has two dropships. Oh!
Oh, the dropships, they go down. How fortunate for Hero. As I was about to say, Mind is just having wave after wave of something new, something more difficult for Hero to deal with, and those Scourge come in perfectly.
That might
Wow.
be Hero's saving grace. That might be Hero's saving grace.
And now Mind is confused about where he wants to push. Does he want to take out this third, which I think needs to go down? Mind needs to continue to apply pressure at this expansion.
But there's going to be a point where Hero's going to stabilize sooner or later, right?
Possibly. Look at that Dark Swarm. He doubled
Where's
it
the
up right
lurkers?
there.
Where's the
Wow.
lurkers? What?
I think he wanted to just scare Mind. But okay, with these science vessels here, oh, the hatchery does go down. It does get picked off here, and now he's just packing it up and pulling away. But the infrastructure's there. The hatchery's gonna go down again. Oh, look at this! All the science vessels! All the science vessels go down. Huge
These have been
Scourge
the
hit.
luckiest Scourge hits of Hero's careers right now.
XKCD, this is the wildest game ever.
It's the best game of the series so far, definitely.
No
Mine's
doubt.
gonna go for 2 more dropships, and they get Scourged again. That'd be hilarious.
This is shaping up to
All
be
the
one of the
Scourges
games
got
of
it.
the best games of the tournament here.
Right.
Wow.
I mean, like, neither players are still out of it yet, though. Even though Hero lost at third, it's not really. He can still come back.
Hive Tech is just so huge. You can see how efficient you can be as a Zerg player once you get the filers out. I'm wondering when the mech switch is going to happen. The third base has been taken. And, oh, that's really smart diving in here. Oh, he got the science vessel again. So many losses on the science vessel.
You know what I'm wondering about is, as he drops, it comes into the third again. I'm wondering if the Mind losing so many dropships like that is going to affect him the same way that Hayek losing dropships did in the ZVT game in La Mancha.
Against Zero, right.
Oh, that was a bit of a mistake from. Do you think he's consumed his own?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Consuming just in time, though. He does get the Dark Swarm up, and he's going to be able to defend again. Why are the Firebats are getting retreating? I guess it's that the Sunken was way too strong here. And the lack of science vessels is huge right now. We saw that scans ran dry. And so having to use those sparingly, he's going to have to rely on continuing to reinforce with science vessels. Think about the gas that is being consumed to build those units that he isn't able to put into tanks.
Yeah, but he has 4 bases now, so he has 4 gas at least. I think mine just wants to go final SK Terran only. There's no need for him to get tanked at this moment.
Right. But his forces are not too large right now. It seems pretty manageable, but that is a lot of science vessels. And their Radiate is just going to work on these lurkers.
Yeah, it looks like he has the 2 starports coming out, so he's going pure bio for now. Oh, he's gonna do it again!
Oh my god, the Scourge, they just ran by it! Are they going to be able to track it down? He's not in a position to drop units out and defend here. Oh, two. Oh, only one will go down.
But Hero knows about it now.
Okay, Drapu. Going inside of the main base here. He's going to have to deal with this very quickly. The Lings are trailing inside of that main base to defend the drop. And the Marines do get picked off.
It looked like another fresh pair of Scourges hit those dropships right away, so only 2 Marines got dropped off of it.
Right.
Hero's been extremely lucky with his Scourges all game.
Now
that hidden base.
Catching those dropships with Scourge was pretty big, but I think that they were heading towards the science vessels. That was their intention. So now the fact remains is there's still a ton of science vessels still around to combat this third base.
Right. And it looks like Hero's base finally, the secret fourth base finally got discovered.
Yeah.
Hero's gonna lose that.
I think he was a little overzealous building that fourth base up there. He tried to overthink it, and a plague on the science vessels.
That's good. That's good.
That is extremely useful right now. He needs to get that count. Oh, do you see that? The spores hitting the 1 HP science vessels, getting a lot of kills right there. That spore is helping out a ton, but still, there's no units here for Hero. There's not enough coming through. The nice canal gets focused down, and he definitely lost the third base this time.
GG.
Oh, GG. Hero showing a brilliant game, but unfortunately, the economic advantage early in that game was way too strong. You know what the problem is? Hero didn't type NR20. We needed a no-rush 20-minute game. That would have been okay.
I think no rush 10 minutes would have been fine.
Yeah, no rush 10 would have been fine, but you never know. Let's give Hero 20 minutes to colonize. Imagine seeing a professional Brood War in our 10 game. Each player has 10 minutes to do as much as possible without attacking the opponent.
So Flash versus Flash?
Right. Flash versus Flash. Oh, God.
They would love to go no rush 20. They would do it instantly. If they knew the other player who was doing it.
Well, XKCD, that was a little bit of a longer game, but at least we got one good exciting one.
Yeah, at least we had a nice game to close it out, but it seemed like in that game, Hero was never able to completely stabilize
Right.
that initial bunker rush. Like, he was able to barely scrape by. I mean, he had some lucky, like, his skirt chance were basically keeping him longer in the game than he should have been. But in the end, it's mine's economy just on that 4 bases is just completely mopped it up.
Yeah, he was super fueled with minerals and gas and too rich. So the third place match is going to be played February 28th. It's going to be a ZVZ. And then followed by that is going to be on that Sunday is going to be the finals, which is going to be Kongdoo versus Mind. And we already have the map layout, which is going to be Circuit Breaker, La Mancha, Fighting Spirit, Avalon, then Demian. So the 2 new maps are going to be the last 2 maps.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little unfortunate because we know how exciting these maps are. But, I mean, it's going to be a really wonky finish if it gets to maps 4 and 5.
True. I think those games will still be exciting, regardless. Alright, so I guess we're done. Here's the interview. Mine and Stargirl. Is he wearing a pink dress this time around? Alright.
You know, they just don't make those dresses short enough, do they?
그리고 두 번째 경기를 한 5분 만에 끝내버리고 마지막 경기는 약간 희망 부분이 없지 않았나.
So I guess we're just gonna call it a good morning now.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Guys, thank you so much for watching these games. It's been fun as always, and it's a little saddening that not next week, but 2 weeks from now will be the last time we get to cast this tournament with you guys.
Luckily, there should be another KSL coming up pretty soon.
Yes. And I hope you're on board with me to do a future KSL, because I really would like to do that too.
I definitely will be on board.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. Support us. Like follow my Twitch account. Show us your love. And we will see you for the semifinals and the finals in 2 weeks. So in that time, really enjoy the SSL, which is coming up tomorrow. And we will probably be hanging out in the chat rooms having fun with you guys then. So everybody have a good night.
Yeah, good night, guys, or good morning if you're in America. And can I advertise for Counter-Strike right now that the ruler's over?
Do it. Talk about it.
All right.
그냥 뭐
Check out the stream.
그냥 아무렇지 않게
That is, yes, I do have a Twitter. If you want to follow my Twitter,
이제 1세트다 뭐 그런 생각으로
let me post it for you.
제 욕하진 않았겠죠. 네.
아무래도 그런
Guys, this is very important. If you can't watch Brood War, then you better be supporting XKCD's Second Passion.
선수에게 드렸던 질문과 같이 천만 원이라는 상금이
At least check out the Counter-Strike forums. At the very
Yeah.
least.
It's no 1.6, but it's go.
천만 원이요?
And it has fancy hats. That's all you need to know.
And they have fancy hats.
분이 뭐
It's no TF2,
네.
But it's still fancy hats and guns and
but
skins.
there's still
and whatnot.
fancy hats and guns.
그런 사람들 좀
I mean,
마시는
I spent like
Oh,
over $500 on
hey,
skins.
Blind Rar. Blind Rar is promoting himself on Twitter.
뭐 그리고 또
You are shameless. Do not use our popularity.
도와줬거든요. 그래서 제가 이기면 맛있는
Oh,
Yo,
well.
Blind Art, you give me a follow. I'll follow you.
다 사준다고
All right. I don't encourage this, but everybody go to the StarCraft 2 finals and troll the Twitch chat
유용하게 쓰시겠다. 그 외 다른 용도는 안 쓰실 거예요. 부모님과
or support SK Telecom.
그러셨는데
아,
No, you just told him to do
뭐
it.
그런 거는 뭐
Did you get your link in?
그냥 그런 기본적인
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I didn't see it.
뭐쓸 데가 없어서
Alright.
여자친구 있으면 여자친구
Well, that's it,
있는데
guys. Everybody, we love you. Good night.
Good night, guys.